Hello, all you amazing people, and welcome to the video. In this video, I want to talk about focus and DPDR. You might find that your focusing is wavering. Maybe your focus is only for short amounts of time. Maybe you find it difficult to focus in the first place. So I'm going to give you sort of a bit of an insight into why that could be happening, and also some of the things that you can do to counter that so you can get a lot better focus. There are two things that you need to consider when it comes to focus. But the first one is, what is the goal of what you're doing? What's the reward in what you're doing? What's the gift in what you're doing? You know, what's the good thing that you're going to get out of what you're doing right now? So that's one thing. And the second thing that you need to consider is, what is more important that is driving your focus away? We focus on what's important to us, whether we know why it's important to us or not. You see, everything that we do has some kind of motivation behind it. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. For example, you happen to be doing something quite enjoyable, and then all of a sudden you find your focus going back to, oh, this is not going to last forever, or, oh, that's right, I've got DPDR. The reason that these intrusive thoughts could be so important to you is for a couple of things. First of all, it might be because that you want your life back to normal so badly and you want DPDR gone so much that when you are enjoying things, you almost have to check in with yourself and say, oh, is it actually gone now? Or it could be another thing where you're experiencing, you know, a good time. And then all of a sudden that thought comes in, which reminds you of, oh, I've still got DPDR. And that takes you out of the moment and all the bad stuff which comes with that. What that could be is that the importance of getting over DPDR is obviously really important to you. So it's more of a priority for your brain to remind you, hey, this is still a problem you've got. We need to fix this, rather than actually enjoying the moment for what it is. One of the things that comes up quite a lot with the people that I help coach through their DPDR and anxious thinking and all the other stuff which is involved in it is habits. And a lot of people don't actually realize the bad habits they've formed. And I'm not talking about, you know, smoking or just lounging around on the couch or stopping doing their activities that they normally do. I'm also talking about mental habits that they might have got. So it might be ways that they think about themselves or way that they see themselves in their life. It's a habit that you've formed. And, you know, the really great thing about habits is that they can change. This is really the essence of when it comes to keeping your concentration. Well, is it more important to check in if I've got DPDR or not? Or is it more important just to enjoy the moment? Or is it more important to me to keep these habits? Or is it more important to me to sort of shift these habits so I don't lose my focus? If you can start to train your brain and train yourself to be more in the moment, just to go with the flow, to see the benefits of how great the moment is right now, rather than having to think about the problems or worry about this and worry about that. If you train your brain to sort of react differently when the thoughts come in, just to be like, okay, that thought's there, I'm just not going to engage with it. That's a silly thought. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Whatever it is that you need to tell yourself, whatever it is that needs to happen for you to break this cycle of automatically going to that thing. And what that is going to do is it means that the next time you are in that moment enjoying things, then you are going to sort of catch yourself a little bit, and your focus is going to keep on the thing that you're doing, rather than being distracted by all these other really unimportant things which are really unhelpful to you. And to make it even easier for you, we go back to the first point, which is looking at the reward or the goal or the benefit or the gift of doing what it is you're doing. Because if you can sort of wrap that up in emotion, when you're doing those things, what is the benefit of that? Like, what does that give you? You know, maybe it gives you a sense of purpose and pride and structure. And then you can look at that purpose and pride and structure and say, well, what does that give you as well? Oh, well, it gets me more connected. It gives more meaning in my life. Once you sort of identify those things, then something really great happens, is that you're so emotionally invested in whatever it is that you're doing, because you know the benefits are going to be there for you, that that is going to now become the important thing. And all the other distracting things, you know, aren't going to be there anymore. So that is really going to help you with your focus. And before you know it, you're not going to be really getting distracted anymore. And the focus is going to be there, and you are going to be enjoying the moments more and living in the moments more. And all the other stuff is just going to melt away. That's all for today. But if you have learned anything or you have liked anything from the video, then consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. And until next time, everybody, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.